It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam on.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Yes. Look, squeeze. Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 50, check 50.
Hey. Leo. Check 25. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Watch twist.
Good. Hard. Lead grip.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yep. Rock it. Let's go.
They run with Breida. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready?
Mike 50. Oh, you got deep?
Go.
Switch it. Check.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Exit, exit.
Five.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second down, Hankins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Ready, set.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Let's go. Pick it up, T.
Looking to throw. Hankins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
And we'll see what his offense can do.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Looking to throw. Hankins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam on.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shim, shim. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey! Look, squeeze.
Check 13. Check 13.
Pilot, 64, weak. Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd. Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 2nd down now, Abraham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0.
Let's go, fellas.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
61. Matchbox right. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on. How you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, Hankins. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check.
2nd and 10. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day, all day. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Bravo.
Out, 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 out.
Take go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready? 18. Get
Get up, get up, get up.
60 or. Now.
A final shot before break. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hankins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the buses.
A give running right is Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big play that time out of Chubb. 52 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Looking to throw. Hankins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Chubb running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
6-man. Check curl.
Deep rip.
And again, it's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Look at me. Go.
On first down, Abraham. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, lock it.
Slam. Check. First down.
6-6. Pull it high.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We go. 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam off. Check. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Abraham. He'll get 3 up to midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go. Leo. Greystone, travel.
He's coming. We got double up.
Get it.
This is Frida. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Daniels. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
X3. 218, chop it.
Check 31. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Say, say, say. You go tight. You got tight.
Yo, go, go. Rock it. Defense.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 10-2 saw. Go on.
Safety creep.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They run it again with Chubb. And all the way down to the 26. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Check 24, check 24.
Yeah.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go! 90 Wolf! Switch! Ready?
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On the double.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let it